The most common reaction to finding a child engaging in sexual behavior is panic and anger. However, our responses as adults usually come from our discomfort with the idea that a child can think or engage in sexual behavior. This taboo topic, while avoided by many, is increasingly becoming a conversation among families. Here are some things to keep in mind if your child is engaging in healthy sexual behavior. I'm Fernando Gonzalez, a child therapist at Kid Matters Counseling, and here are 4 steps to take before you talk to your child about their healthy sexual behavior. Step 1. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Witnessing or becoming aware of your child's sexual behavior can lead to strong reactions. If the first time you talk to your child is when you're consumed by strong feelings, you might forget or miss something important. You might even send a message of shame for something that might be developmentally normal. Rather, start by taking a few seconds to notice how you're feeling. You might notice anger, shock, fear, confusion, or worry. Now practice taking 3 slow, deep breaths. The calmer we are, the clearer we think. Step number 2. Consider the curious nature of your child's sexual behavior. Regardless if your child is 3 or 9, your child will find themselves in a different stage of their sexual development. It's important to note that children experiencing healthy sexual development don't engage in sexual behaviors in the same way that an adult does. Commonly, children are in a stage of discovery and exploration. For example, a 3-year-old girl who has just discovered her vagina may begin to ask questions of the function and/or appearance of her vagina, and even wonder if everyone has one. Another example is of a 9-year-old boy who uses the internet to look up the word sex and stumbles on pornographic videos. This 9-year-old boy, being self-conscious, may not make it obvious to his parents that he has questions about sex, but instead find alternative ways to get his questions answered. Please keep in mind that some sexual behavior does fall outside of a child's development and can become problematic. It is recommended that you seek out additional resources for your awareness. If you are concerned that your child's behavior is impacting their function at home, at school, or with peers, or have concern that their behavior may be problematic, reach out to a professional for additional support. Step number 3. Decide on the message you want to give. When adults respond in anger or fear, we may use phrases like, "That's disgusting," "Don't do that anymore," or "What's wrong with you? Stop doing that." These type of responses can send the child an underlying message that they themselves are bad and that their sexual behavior is shameful and dirty. One way that you can respond is by letting them know that you understand that they are exploring and being curious of their behavior, and that their behavior is normal, and that you can help them learn about their behavior in a safe way. Number 4. Decide on a course of action. Always end the conversation with a plan on how to move forward. You might plan to teach your 3-year-old about physical boundaries and when and where it might be appropriate to talk about vaginas. You might try and educate your 9-year-old boy on puberty and sex, as well as set limits to his internet use. The course of action should be clear and should be known by both you and your child. When you put it all together, this is what it might sound like. "I see you are very curious about your body. This is called your vagina, and all girls have a vagina. It is okay to be curious about your vagina, and when in private, I can teach you more about our private body parts. But it is not safe to show or point out your vagina at school." Many children are curious about their sexual body parts. I don't think watching pornography is a safe way for children to learn. Let's stop this and instead find another way to be curious. Let's go to the library and get a book that we can read together to learn more about the body. If you want to grow in your ability to parent safe and informed kids, sign up for our parenting newsletter. You can always reach out to us at Kid Matters if you have any questions or concerns about your children. Don't parent alone.